AITA for refusing to let my mother-in-law take over my delivery room and my child's birth? I am a 27-year-old woman, and I have been with my partner, Greg, who is 31, for 5 years. We lived together, and we found out that I was expecting at the end of my first trimester. I am now well into my third trimester. Greg has a very intense and unhealthy bond with his mother, and she struggles to respect even the simplest boundary. Ever since she learned that we were expecting a child, she has been contacting Greg non-stop about decisions that should only be made by the two of us. She talks about what our child's name should be, when we should travel to visit their family, what kind of school our child should attend, and even how we should decorate the nursery. Greg has tried to set boundaries, but she keeps pushing. I can also see Greg slowly starting to agree with her ideas, and I cannot tell if he is doing it to avoid upsetting her or if he is allowing her to influence his choices. Things became serious when I told Greg that I did not want a crowd at the hospital when I give birth, and I did not feel comfortable with his mother being in the delivery room. He became defensive and angry. He told me I was a selfish person for thinking the birth is about me. I explained calmly that giving birth is about me and our child's safety, but he refused to accept that. He kept saying it was his child too. He became even more upset when I said that I might want my own mother in the room, but not his. He told me that if his mother cannot be there, then my mother cannot be there either. I already struggle to keep up with his family's demanding behavior, and I know I will not have the strength to handle them while I am recovering and learning how to be a mother. My family has never caused these issues. They welcomed Greg from the beginning and have always respected every boundary we set. Because of this argument, we have barely spoken, and I am constantly worried that Greg will ignore my wishes when the time comes and will not support me when I need him the most. So I ask myself whether I am wrong for wanting his family, especially his mother, to stay out of the hospital and out of our home during this time. During our argument, both of us became extremely upset. I told Greg that my child and I must be his first priority, not his mother. I explained that I am not carrying this child for him and his mother, and although I respect her experience as a parent, she is not the parent of our child. We had been discussing marriage before, and Greg said he wanted to marry me, but now he claims he cannot see us getting married if I do not learn to accept and be kind to his family. This hurt, because I have been nothing but kind to them. I have let them stay in our home, I have taken time off work to support their visits, and I have driven them to and from an airport that is nearly an hour away. I told Greg clearly that if his mother and his family will always come before me, then we should never get married, because I refuse to be placed behind them, and I refuse to let them place themselves above my child. Soon after this argument, my hands and feet became swollen. My brother's girlfriend is training as a nurse in labor and delivery, and she insisted on checking my blood pressure. It was high, close to a dangerous level. My mother took me to the hospital's labor and delivery department, where my blood pressure reached 166/108. The doctor diagnosed me with gestational hypertension. Now I must take medication twice a day and check my blood pressure weekly. I am trying hard to stay calm for the sake of my child, but the stress is overwhelming. Because of all this, I am seriously considering staying with my parents until my child arrives.